Good day, everyone, and thank you so much. I appreciate all new subscribers. This week, I have a special guest for premiere, Seanna Rose, so please hit the notification buttons so that you can join the live chat on Super Tuesday. Today, before we get started, I wanted to explain very briefly about the Nostradamus deck. It was actually used in a time when there was a clash between the belief systems, because the belief then at that time was that the earth was flat, and so it was a really radical group of scientists who had basically developed the new astronomy. So it wasn't even about astrology. And the keepers of the astrology actually were cardinals at the Vatican in Rome. And this deck is actually the precursor of the tarot to the modern day deck. It's called the Nostradamus deck. And it was made, and amazing that I would actually pick this, because it was actually made by the class of cardinals in Rome, in the Vatican, and actually beginning in the 12th, 13th century. And in the 16th century, of course, Nostradamus made a set of paintings. Now, what's different about the modern tarot is that the traditional tarot had all the class of moons and stars and suns and spheres, and everything had the astronomy attached to it. So they were based on a different planetary system. They had Venus and Saturn and those other groups. I don't think they knew about Neptune, but they might have known about Uranus and Mercury. They were definitely big on Mercury and Venus and Saturn and Jupiter. They had those pretty much down, and Earth. And so I just wanted to let you know that their timing was very accurate. Now, we don't have the codes in order to transpose these symbols, but as you can see in this deck, all the cards have meaning to the time, and that's why everyone's always complaining like, oh, the tarot's terrible with telling time. Well, this deck was extremely good about telling time, and the reason why we're going to have this reading today, oh, and happy leap year, is because, let's face it, why is time so weird that we would have a leap year? Well, Julius Caesar came in with that calendar with the 12 months and 30 days. Okay, so that's the 1230 system, but it was flawed, and it was known as the Gregorian calendar, which replaced the Tolkien or the Mayan calendar, which was based on the moon cycle, which was 1320. And in the 1320 cycle, if you look up a leap year or a leap day, you will find that in this time reference, it's called a green day or a day out of time. So today is our day out of time. I would like to read on a recent set of cards which I have drawn, which says that we're going to have 3 major explosions coming up, and they're coming fast. And the first we know is the coronavirus. The second, of course, was the, sorry about that, Cardinals, the stock market correction. And I want to know what kind of third explosion are we going to have? Is it going to be like a natural disaster? Is it going to be a political overthrow of our government in the United States? It's possible we could have one or two interim presidents. So what is the nature of this third explosion? Okay, so at the essence of our reading is the 7 of moons. The moon is the class of the creator, in the artist, the poet, the media. These are the speakers, these are the visionaries. They can also be under the illusion of the moon. And 7 is a card of difficulties. It's saying that at the essence, whatever is going to happen is going to be difficult on the suit of moons, which, as you can see, it looks like a night of darkness at a castle, like darkness has fallen over the castle. Now, this is not the castle of the ruling class, so this is a private citizen's castle. This looks like the forbearance of darkness, or time of darkness, for someone who's in the suit of moons. At the foundation is the judgment. Now, I mentioned that the concept of the leap year is a green day, or a day out of time. Our numbers are lining up. Okay, 2020 to 29. We've had a palindrome year already, and judgment at this is karmic. So what this is saying is this is a judgment. We don't know if it's a spiritual judgment, Mother Nature judgment, a judgment at the court. It's possible it could be a judgment at the court, or it could be a judgment of God. But as you can see, there's a chicken sitting on this guy's head, so it's possible that those who have been operating from cowardice are going to be paying for their cowardice. That's what I would say. Now, what's interesting in this deck is sometimes I can pre-tell what the next card is. So this is the recent past. So we're talking about the 3 disasters. So today, I'm not even looking at this card. Today, or this week, I'm just going to talk while you guys look at this card. We had the largest drop on Wall Street in 1 week in over 50 years. Okay, 50 years. Okay. Oh, it's a reverse card. It's the reverse justice. So what this is saying is, in the recent past, we've had justice overturned. So this could be the Roger Stone case. This looks to me like interference in the Justice Department. That's right, the DOJ, Attorney General William Barr interfered in the sentencing of Roger Stone, and in the end, the judges deferred to the White House. There was an emergency meeting at the Justice Department. We don't know what it was. Now, once again, we're asking, what is the nature of this upcoming third explosion? Ooh, it's the illusion now. This is a card that means pretty much the same, reversed as upright. It's the moon. This is the card of, it's not the same as deceit. What you see is it's a bunch of barking dogs. You see that? They're barking at the moon. They're howlers. But there's a reason why they're howling. This is right now the moon, the suit of moons howling, okay, because they're angry. Okay, so this group who's receiving the obstacles is howling at the moon. So they feel unempowered, they feel unheard, they feel put upon, but there's no doubt about it, they are overruled by a blue ribbon. Now, blue ribbon is a winner. That's like, if there's a big, how shall we say, contest, like at the fair, this is the prize winner. So, this is actually saying that at this very moment, the Democratic Party is under the illusion that they are winning. And the final outcome is the tower. The tower is burning. Okay, so this is the burning tower. I have to admit, the 45th president is known for his Trump Tower. And it is basically what I would say is this Nostradamus deck is the most literal deck I have ever seen. To me, this looks like there's going to be a physical attack on one of the Trump properties, one of his private real estate properties, because nowhere in here is there any suit of monarchs. Okay, this is only the suit of moon. Oh, there's something else bad I have to say about this, because all of these are major arcana with only one minor arcana. The chance of this being untrue is very unlikely. I mean, it is absolutely almost, I have thrown so many cards, and only once have I ever thrown where the entire thing is all major arcana. This is only one step away. This is the only minor arcana, which means that the possibility of there being an actual physical attack on a private citizen Trump property and having an actual physical explosion on one of his hotels or something like that is extremely high, like 80% or better. All right. Thank you so much for taking all this time to learn about the Nostradamus deck. And please hit the notification bell to join the live chat on Super Tuesday with our special guest. Happy leap year to all you hopeless romantics. Yes, there's a lot of superstition around this day.